Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and I am in the simultaneously best and most annoying place in the entire map, in the entire world. That would of course be the Ender, and it's sounding up a storm at the moment, I have to say. So, what brings me to this Ender, if it's so annoying? Well, first, I wanted an opportunity to turn my sound off. No, first, I needed to do some enchanting, so I brought this over. And, I also made a little... I extended the pipe down a bit more, and now there are little hatches right here, and I can warp them through these hatches, although you can't really tell because of the lack of sword. But I've been doing some enchanting. So, we have Fortune 2, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5 Mending, another Efficiency 5, this one without Fortune. This one actually has good Fortune and the same stuff. And then Silk Touch on this one with same efficiency, and then another efficiency, this one with Fortune again. And then finally one more Silk Touch. Then I have a couple of axes, both reasonably good. And then a pick, and not a pick, a shovel, and a less good shovel. And then I got a sword as well, with Bane of Arthropods. So it's more of a bug swatter than a sword, really. But still, it's not bad. And now I can truly demonstrate the jaw-dropping power of the hatch right there. See? There's a hatch right there. You can see it. See? So you can see it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so, where to go from here? Where to go? Probably to the overworld. But, oh, right, I also need to transport the picks. So, I guess I won't walk during stuff. Okay, ignore me. So, it's awfully weird and quiet without all the wops and the squealing of the dead Enderman. It's weird. But anyway, as you probably know, I was on vacation and we went to Lake Tahoe, which was cool. It was amazing. And I'll tell you a funny story from back then in a minute. It is very quiet. It's unnaturally quiet. But yeah. So I'll do that, but just give me a second, because I need to transport the picks over and then all that stuff. So I'll meet you back in the overworld. Well, I have been consulting with Squelchs, and I have decided that I want to make a better mob farm than the one we currently have, because the one we currently have did get us by for a while. Longer than the series has been going on, in fact. But it's I think it's about time to build something all hyper efficient and snazzy. So I think what I'm going to try and do is build an underwater one that's all pretty straightforward, actually. Nothing too fancy about it, but it's going to be on a very large scale. So we're going to be needing those picks that we just got in the ice box. There, I put them in the ice box because there was some empty space there. So we're going to be needing dem picks, I guess. And then we're going to mine out a lot of space underground in the middle of the ocean. So hopefully most of the cave lighting up will be done by the fact that there are no caves underneath the ocean, and there also won't be land that needs lighting up because it's the middle of the ocean. Win-win-win. So, where am I going? I think I was going somewhere, but now I can't. I simply cannot remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, right. Okay. I was going to get my beacon. We're also going to be needing a lot of haste too. Also, what is up with this lag? Is my render distance set to extreme or something? Huh. Odd. Okay. That's odd. Anyway, I'm going to take down the beacon and put it in this do-it-yourself beacon kit so that we can bring that over to where I'm going to be plopping this down, this farm, and hopefully we will soon be rolling in the gunpowder, flesh, bones, and other stuff dropped by the beasties of the night. So, as we fly from the base over to where I'm planning on building this farm, which is, I think, over there somewhere, hopefully. Yeah. Good. So, once we get far enough out, I'll go down and start building or something. But, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. I have been informed by, one of you that, do I have torches? No. Okay, that's a mistake. So yeah, I've been informed that I can't even tell if I'm on the bottom of the lake or not. Hold on. Aha, glowstone. So, I've been informed by you that I can actually, hold on, what do I want to do here? Probably just dig straight down. I've been informed that I can actually, what am I trying to say? Sometimes the words just simply fail me. Okay. So, manyth try is the charm. So I've been informed that you can actually manage to alt tab from Minecraft without putting a without pausing the game, and that's really cool because what the problem was. So I wanted to record third-person time lapses, much like many other people, but I couldn't because it wasn't because I didn't know how to alt tab the game, and it wasn't because I didn't have a spare account, and it wasn't because of anything else. It was actually just because it was actually just because I didn't have a spare computer, a spare monitor to play the game on, because I thought that you'd always that there was no way of escaping the alt tab thing where you pause the game, and you don't want a pause screen in the middle of your third person time lapse. Probably this is a good height. Yeah, I don't want to risk going any lower in case I need the space. So, the fact that you can actually do that by going into the options.txt in your .minecraft folder and switching pause on lose focus or something to false is really cool. I thank you for letting me know that, although it perhaps the person who let me know isn't watching, because it was on a redstone video, and that's where most of the populace is. Anyway, so now I can actually take third-person time lapses, and since we are currently trying to do a big project, I think that would be an apt form of footage to take the time lapse in. First, I need to set up the beacon though, and then we shall roll the first ever third-person time lapse on this channel. You know how I just right there said that I would be able to roll the third-person time lapse? Well, no. Turns out you need to figure a couple things out first in order to run in order to run two Minecraft games at the same time without causing possible corruption. You need to do a couple fancy things that I don't know how to do yet, but we'll probably figure out pretty soon. But I'm already precious, hold on, that sentence didn't come out right. I'm already I already have precious little time, and I don't want to be using it on that because I don't think I have the time to use it on that. So I won't, and I'll do that hopefully between this episode and the next. But yeah, now it's time to set up the beacon. Aha! That's that done, and now we need to decide how we want to actually make this farm, because one of the options, so the idea is that I'm going to lay out a really big platform, and there's going to be water streams that push them off. Pretty simple stuff, but I also want to what was I going to say? No, nothing really else. There's the option of a platform with cascading water that goes down, goes forward 7 blocks, then down to replenish the source, and then over 7 more blocks, etc. And that goes down for maybe 2 or 3. But that might be a little slow. So another option would be to have a couple of these platforms and then have shorter water streams, which I think is probably going to be a smarter option. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. Roll the not third person, unfortunately, but still a time-lapse. Well, that was not difficult. I'm not done, by the way. Don't worry. But that wasn't difficult. I was just seeing how long it would take. And that only took... hold on. Oh, wait. Sorry. Just a second. That only took... 2.5 minutes. So, that's not a lot of time. So I think I can afford to take this back a bit further. And there we have it. The the first quarter is done, and in total it's taken me 7 minutes. Not bad, not bad time scale there. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not pretty or anything, but, okay. I'm not entirely sure what my plans for this are aesthetically, because I am never going to see it. Am I going to see it, though? I'll have to think about that. But either way, I'm digging it out, so I can think about that later. The point is, now I think I shall take out all the other, all the rest of the space needed, and all shall be, happy. So, I thought, I thought the time lapse would be getting a little bit long at this point, and I ought to break it up. So, we have finished the left side, or the front side, depending on whether where you're looking at it from. And as you can see, well, I'm going to have to fill in this trough I dug by accident. I was mistaking where I had to dig an extra block. But anyway, we finished this bit earlier, and then this is the next floor, next level down, and then this is where all the mobs will converge. And over here, I've started on the next part of the next side, and I'm most of the way done with the bottom part of it, which is the more time-consuming part. And it still hasn't taken that long. If you're curious, only about 20 minutes to dig out a lot. That part there, the trough here, and then that, I think. Unfortunately, over there, that corner like that, that's out of range of the beacon, which is annoying, but I think we'll be fine. If necessary, we can just move the beacon. But yeah, I'm going to finish this off. Might or might not do another time lapse, depending on how long it turns out to be. So yeah, I shall hopefully finish this off. The florist, that is. And we are done, sort of, except that I did make a bit of a mistake, and now I've got some filling in to do. I don't know how I missed it, but I managed to make it so that there's so that this is 10 wide instead of 7, or yeah, which is pretty impressive. So, filling in time. So, what now? Well, now we put the water streams in, although first I have to check to make sure we're not over time, and we might very well be. Aha. So, now there are some dark spots as I block off all the light. So, that's a thing, and I need to figure out what we're going to do next. But we do have a very, very good start. Well, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we're out of time. I'm not totally sure because I still have to edit the time lapses into non-40 minutes of footage, but I think once that happens, I'll have enough footage that the video should be complete. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to finish off the workings of this thing in a later episode, but that shouldn't be too, I neglected to fill in that trough, but that shouldn't be too difficult, and I think it'll make a fun episode as well. So, there was one thing that I wanted to say before we go. I will actually be going on vacation again. Boy, howdy do I go on a lot of vacations. No, actually. But, no, the reason I'm doing this so soon after the last one is that there's a total solar eclipse, and that's going to be something that's something I really want to see, and we are going to see it. So, get ready for some pictures of that, because we are taking some pretty good pictures through a telescope, so hopefully that'll be fun. But anyway, I'm babbling on again. So I'll be releasing a couple more, another bunch of episodes altogether again, but pretty soon things will be back to normal as the school year comes back. No more vacations, but the yeah, the schedule will soon come back to normal, but it's not currently. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.